Hello, everyone. So I think that we should start now. So thanks for joining us today. I'm Zulu Vinci, digital and data manager at Drinkizz. Welcome to our AI Drinkizz live stream series, starting with session one. This session is in partnership with Engage Meta, found by Pierre Bonnet. I will now let Mr. Pierre introduce himself and lead the session. So, Mr. Pierre, can you lead the session and introduce yourself, please, for this
Yeah,
session?
sure. Yeah. So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us for this first session of AI by Drinkizz. I have a very short time, 20 minutes, to share with you the first feedback about using AI for individual productivity. And I will try to show you how you can increase your productivity at least by 50%, whether your situation, your profession, age, and education. So this is quite a easy slide deck. So I want to share with you a maximum of knowledge. In 20 minutes, maybe I will not have enough time to show you all the material, but don't be afraid. We will share the slide deck with you on our website so that you will have the ability to also assess by yourself and study by yourself the content. So this presentation is more for, let's say, newcomer in the artificial intelligence domain. I will not explain in detail all the feature, and I will rely on ChatGPT. That is the most popular AI you can use for personal purpose, but also I think you will see the bridge with the ability to use also this feature for business purpose. So I will show you various use cases, as you can see on this menu, let's say, with Canva for the generation of visual marketing and for also the translation, for the meeting report, for the PowerPoint generation. Another example in the restaurant reservation, and also for the writer assistant. Globally, this is a set of different or various assistants that can help you in daily life to optimize your time, to automate various processes. But before showing you these different assistants, I need to spend a couple of minutes first to explain you how we manage the knowledge in ChatGPT. And of course, the way it is managed in ChatGPT is also globally the same approach in other AI software. So what I want to share with you now is quite generic and universal about the way we have to manage our knowledge to interact and to benefit from artificial intelligence. So first, when you are in the ChatGPT, so you need to know 4 key principles. The first one is the user session. A user session is the way to dialogue, to interact with the AI. And when you are in a user session, this is like discussing in a secret room, a specific room with an AI. And you can create various user sessions. So you can have various or several secret rooms to discuss with the AI. I will explain a little bit more in the next slide. The second principle important is the ability to select the version or the type of AI you want to interact with. So basically, with ChatGPT, we have the version 4, and more recently, from yesterday, the version 4.0, the version 3.5, but maybe also over version over time, depending on your context. The third principle important to understand is the ability to create your own AI. And this is the way we will create a little bit later in my presentation, the various assistants, for example, for booking a restaurant or for an automatic generation of a visual graphic, an image with Canva. And then, of course, the fourth principle is the prompt. This is the way you write to the AI your request, your need, or you explain to the AI your knowledge to train the AI about your knowledge. So example, I am here in a first user session, initial session, and I request ChatGPT 4. So basically the AI used by everyone on the market, let's say the generic version. What is the concept I named Treda? So Treda is a concept I use in my business as a consultant. This is a framework I created. So in the basic version of the AI, ChatGPT doesn't know what is Treda, and it is normal because this is really specific to my own knowledge. No one can know this concept before I train this person regarding this approach. So ChatGPT answered to me, Treda doesn't appear to be widely recognized acronym, blah, blah, blah. Now I create another user session. So this is like I enter in a second secret room to discuss with the AI. And now I train this AI so that each time I use the Treda term, I want this translation, transport, regulation, and interfacing data airport. This is a fake definition. This is not the actual definition of Treda, but I want to enter a wrong knowledge, let's say, to this AI. So now when I request to to ChatGPT in this secret room, what is the meaning of Treda? I got this wrong definition. This is normal because I give a wrong knowledge to this AI. So now if I come back to the initial session, so the first secret room I created, I ask again, what is Treda? And I got the same answer than the first time. Treda is unknown because the fake definition is not in this secret room, but has been entered in another secret room. So you can see here, this is fake definition, user session, or initial session. Now I create a third secret room, and this time I enter the right knowledge. So Treda stands for Transformative AI and Data Solution. This is my offering in the consulting domain. And this time, the ChatGPT can help me in the right way because now ChatGPT is well informed about what I am doing with this Treda definition. So the first point is to understand these mechanisms of a secret room. But now I can also, on top or beyond these secret room mechanisms, create my own artificial intelligence. This is what we name my ChatGPT, or we can create GPT. And when I create an AI, I train this AI on a specific knowledge. So in my situation, for example, I can create an AI named Treda, and I can upload to this AI all the knowledge, documentation, PDF, voice, image, email, whatever, books that are related to Treda. So, for example, I created an AI named Pierre, and I upload very simple knowledge. Each time you translate something for me, I want you consider that Treda stand for Transformative AI and Data Solution. So now, if I come back to my initial session, I am in ChatGPT 4. I repeat the question, what is the meaning of Treda? And I got the same answer. Treda is unknown. But now, if I change here, you can have a look here. I am no longer in ChatGPT, the generic ChatGPT, but now I am in with this new AI I just created with the name Pierre. And this AI Pierre is like a child of the big ChatGPT 4 that everyone uses on the market. But this AI Pierre now has integrated my own knowledge about Treda. And when I asked the question, what is the meaning of Treda? I got the right definition. Treda stands for Transformative AI and Data Solution. So when I am in a prompt, I can use a specific feature with the character at, the same character we use in an email, blah, 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 @.com, so something like that. And when I use the at in the prompt, ChatGPT open a pop-up with all the list of the specific AI I created. For example, I have my AI named Pierre, and I can reuse this AI within another AI. So maybe a little bit complicated for you to understand like that, but if you practice a little bit, you will see this is very easy, amazing feature. So you can see I am in the ChatGPT 4, so the normal AI used by everyone. But in the prompt, I instruct ChatGPT 4 to reuse or to be connected, if you want, with another AI named Pierre. And then in this case, now when I request again, what is the meaning of Treda, I will got, because this is not the case in the snapshot here, screenshot, but I will got the right answer because the two AI are now connected. So you can see what is the meaning of Treda, and Treda stands for Transformative AI and Data Solution, even though I am in the generic AI ChatGPT 4, but I integrated my AI, Pierre, by using the special feature at. And this is the way now we will create assistant and play with not only one assistant, but various assistants connected with each other, like, let's say, an ecosystem. Example, I am in ChatGPT 4. I already explained to ChatGPT 4 that I want to use the AI Pierre for the Treda meaning. And now I want also to use another AI named Canva. So you know, I can guess Canva, the tool Canva for the marketing purpose. So Canva also has an assistant that is ready to use. So no need for me to create this assistant. This is in a Play Store or in an assistant store, let's say. So I can pick up what I want to do, for example, with Canva here. So I integrate by using the at character in the prompt, the assistant Canva. So now in my secret room, I am first with ChatGPT 4 that everyone utilize, but also with my assistant Pierre that is specific for me, and the assistant Canva that is quite generic, everyone can use on the market. But I want to connect Canva with Pierre within the big AI ChatGPT 4. Because what I want is to obtain a visual image representation of the definition Treda. Unlike by a magic hand, automatically Canva AI will generate one or various suggestions for the images that represent my Treda definition. So I can select one, and then I switch from ChatGPT to Canva software directly. And then I can download or even customize this initial representation. You will find in the slide deck, no time for me to explain you more now, but all these mechanisms of session user, secret room, on how to create assistants, on how we can share knowledge between assistants. Let me show you now the translation assistant. Translation assistant, very easy. I create an assistant named Translate, and I upload some instruction. When I ask you to translate with the keyword /translate, I want you to translate into English, blah, 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 with a professional style, following my own style, without changing the meaning or losing or enhancing information. And at the end, even I give a dictionary of the specific term. For example, I want that in French, the term système entreprise is translated into business system. And then now in the prompt, I am in the assistant translate. I use the instruction /translate I give the text, and I obtain directly the translation. This is super productive, because rather than each time explaining to ChatGPT, I want you to translate blah, 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 I use just the instruction /translate, and the job is done. Same thing for Minute Report Assistant. I create an assistant AI meeting report, and I explain that when I use the instruction /minute reports, I want to obtain a minute report based on the template I give after, that is the table of content, let's say, of the minute report. And then now you can see here that in my AI minute reports, I upload a big text that is the oral discussion of the participant of the meeting. And with only the instruction /minute reports or minute meetings, I obtain the minute report immediately. So I save my time. It's a very amazing way of working. Same thing for PowerPoint Assistant. Now I will use already to use a pre-built AI named Presentation on Slide GPT. I upload the white paper of TREDA framework, my approach, and I just prompt create a presentation with 10 slides for commercial purpose to explain TREDA. And automatically I obtain the slide. So you can see, even to create a slide deck, rather than starting from a blank page, you can request ChatGPT to at least create the first version, and after you adapt. Restaurant reservation. So I created an assistant resto booking, and when I ask you something that starts with /book resto, I want you to search some restaurants recommendation based on my request within a maximum 30 minutes driving radius from the location provided, on restaurant for business purpose, because this is what I use the most. So now I just request /book resto near Opéra Paris, France. This is a district in Paris. And automatically I obtain two interesting recommendations for restaurant for business purpose. Writing assistant, same thing, a little bit more complicated. I have 4 minutes left, because when we want to rely on ChatGPT to obtain a text, we need to explain on which knowledge. So imagine I created 3 assistants, one for my marketing knowledge, one for my R&D knowledge, one for my sales knowledge. And then I have now another assistant for help me for writing something regarding the different knowledge domain. So I create an assistant writer. I will give him some example of my writing style, and I will explain him that depending of this is a text for a white paper or a social network or for an email or others, I want such a specific writing style. So how it works? During your prompt, you will use the feature to integrate, to connect your new AI writer assistant with your existing knowledge domain assistant in the marketing, R&D, or whatever, whether your domain. So I did a test for you, use case. So I used the big documentation of TREDA, and I request ChatGPT to generate 4 different texts, one for email purpose, one for white paper draft, one for social network post, and one for an analysis report based on a framework named Meta. So what is the prompt and the instruction for this assistant writer? So you can see here, I explain, when I use /white paper, I want a scientific paper, structure, blah, blah, blah. When I use /post, this is for social network. When I use /meta, this is by using a specific framework to assess a content named Meta, and I give the URL of the website that explain these Meta framework mechanisms. And when I use /email, this is for drafting an email. So how it works now? So I upload also, I created on parallel another assistant named TREDA Knowledge. So this time I use the real name TREDA to upload all the knowledge of TREDA. So I connect now in my prompt the 2 assistants. So the TREDA knowledge assistant in blue and in red the writer assistant by using the feature. And I prompt, very easy, in one line, /email to introduce Treda to potential client in the bank industry. So I drive the AI in my purpose, my context. This is not an email for everyone. This is for potential client in the bank industry. And like a magic hand, this is really amazing, and obtain the text of the email. I have the full copy of the email here. So I hope this message finds you well as the banking industry continue to navigate through rapidly changing landscape, blah, blah, blah. We explain in a couple of lines why Treda is important. Now, a white paper. So / white paper to explain Treda in a simple terms for students at bachelor level. You see, this is my context. This is not for a PhD. This is for a student. And I obtain the white paper. Next, a post for a social network. So post to announce the release of the version 1.2 of Treda with a new improvement of the card operation data store, blah, blah, blah. And I obtain the text for a direct posting on the social network. And last, /meta, please write an explanation of Treda based on the meta framework. This is an assessment. And I obtain a representation, a text describing Treda based on the meta framework, where we classify the information in motion, engage, treasury, and assurance. It is specific classification of knowledge. So you can see, I am happy because in 20 minutes, I succeed to show you all the slides. You can create a real ecosystem of assistants to augment your productivity, for sure for individual purpose. And of course, you can imagine for business purpose, either a side business or a real use case in your different companies. So all this material is maybe a little bit complicated for newcomer, and there are so many things to explain beyond that, in particular how to connect the AI with databases and with workflows. So hopefully we provide a quick learning or training session, a couple of hours with Vasi for mastering no code on AI. So feel free to have a look at our various offerings. Even though we are a company, IT and no code on AI to bootstrap and sustain our operation in a smart way, and we are happy to share our knowledge with everyone in the IT domain and business domain about these new technologies. So feel free to ask some question in the chat if you want. I will stop my sharing. So I come back to see all the participants. So now we have two next steps. First, I want to share with you every time during this AI by Drinkizz session a news on the market that we consider important and interesting to share with you. So I will do this to share a news with you now, and Vinci also immediately after. So the news I consider today is a very recent news because this is related to the new version of ChatGPT named ChatGPT 4.0. And that allows, and this is really amazing. If you have a look at the different video on YouTube, for example, this is really a new world. We are entering a new world with the technology, because it allows this new version for a realistic conversation with AI orally, not just an oral translation of prompts on response. That means that the AI now and the person engage in a dialogue simultaneously, and the AI express emotion, the joy and patience, even the desire to interrupt the person we discuss with. And it is revolutionary and soon be available in the application, in the OpenAI application. And it will change totally the way we can deliver a chatbot, because rather than just a text-to-speech mechanisms that is a little bit a robot, we will really have a real discussion with the AI, with emotion, with ability, as I said, to interrupt the AI, and the AI can interrupt you during the conversation, and it will open the way to open the room to a new use case for marketing, sales, support client, and for all the assistants I described just now. Okay, it was my news for this session. So now I give the floor to Vinci. You have also a news to share with us?
Okay, Monsieur Pierre, thank you for your presentation. It was great. And I think that all of participants, they love it. So just make sure if my voice is quite clear.
Yeah, it's okay. It's better. Your micro is better now.
As you say that the good news from ChatGPT or OpenAI, it's they just released ChatGPT 4.0, so it's a good news. And this ChatGPT 4.0, it's also released into ChatBase. So ChatBase, what is it? ChatBase. ChatBase is another AI that allow business or personal or CEO to create their chatbot in order to interact with end user. So with ChatBase, they also integrate yesterday the ChatGPT 4.0 in their platform. So this point, we will see it on our next session, which called session 2. In this session, it will be the productivity for enterprise. So during this session, we will see how enterprise or business can use AI to boost their productivity. And also with the new of ChatGPT 4.0, it's very great that this ChatGPT 4.0 it's perfect for geo-analysis. It also have a free for a coupon of tokens of chat, which was not with ChatGPT 4. And also with this ChatGPT 4.0, it can understand clearly the context that allow you to maintain coherence and relevant in longer conversation. So it means during your conversation, the ChatGPT has this ability to understand the context. So it's very great news that we would like to share with you. And also, we are having some question in the chat. So I will read. Yeah, I will read some question.
Yeah, I can see we have at least one question. So by Adele. So feel free to ask your question in the chat now, because we cannot open the micro because we are a little bit. It's a good news. Big group. So the question of Adele is, so you use your knowledge to train the ChatGPT and connect your ChatGPT to the big ChatGPT, so it will release better answer as we wish. This is exactly that. So my metaphor is to consider a ChatGPT 4 like the parent of the different assistants you can create. So this is what I named the child ChatGPT. And we do that, yes, to augment the quality of the response of the AI, because in my example, the AI cannot know that, for example, I want to book systematically restaurant in the domain of the business purpose. This is a very little example, but if each time I prompt for booking a restaurant, I have to re-explain that I want to do that for a business purpose, I lose my time. So it's better to create, but it's ready in 1 minute or even 30 seconds to create this assistant book resto for business purpose. And I capitalize my knowledge like that. After, a more EV use case is, for example, consider my knowledge in the TRADA domain, my framework, transformative AI for data solution. I have a mountain, many slides, many documentation. I have a big folder with a long list of documentation. So in 5 minutes, I upload all this documentation in my assistant TRADA. And now I can request TRADA, by this assistant, all the question I need, but I can also share this assistant with another person that is a newcomer in TRADA that has no time to read all the documentation of TRADA, for example, that just want to request some question on this big body of knowledge, and the AI is then specific to this domain.
Yes, your answer is clear. and also all of this point, as we say that it's a long journey that we just launched. So how to create GPT and connect GPT between them, or share GPT out of your company. All of this point, we will say it during our training session. It's not a training session, but during our series. So we will have a long journey. So just keep be updating on our social network. You will learn more about how to use AI at your work or for your personal purpose.
But at this point of our first AI session by Drinkizz, the main idea you can keep in mind is this world of AI assistant. It's not the reality that you will use in a daily basis the big AI or ChatGPT like a universal solution, because this is too a basic way of using the AI. You will have to make an effort to formalize your knowledge. And by the way, to write your knowledge. On this writing representation of your knowledge, then you can upload to ChatGPT to create your own assistant. The person that will not be able to formalize the knowledge will have some difficulty to use in the best way AI, because as you can feel, and I would like you keep in mind at least this point during this presentation, is that without your knowledge, you cannot have good AI. So this is really a bridge between your brain by writing connected to AI assistant you create. So we can wait a little bit if there are other questions in the chat.
Yes.
Feel free. We have a couple of minutes more. So is it allowed to do that only in ChatGPT 4? Yes, actually in the ChatGPT 3, in ChatGPT 3.5, you cannot create your GPTs. So you need to buy a license, ChatGPT 4, to be able to create assistant, as I explained in this presentation. The point is, with the new version, ChatGPT 4.0, that is a release of yesterday or the day before, ChatGPT 4.0 is free of use. So this is really better than ChatGPT 3.5. But as I understand, you cannot create GPT with GPT 4.0. You just can play with existing GPT that other person make available. For example, the ability to create a Canva visual image, or the ability to generate PowerPoint. This is ready to use assistant, so you can play with them with ChatGPT 4.0. But as I understand, you cannot create GPT. So this is a little bit a constraint maybe for some of you, because the cost is about $20 per month to be able to create GPT. But this is, I think, a good investment, because it forces you to learn more about how create and play with assistant. And you can have a good return of investment, because you should save your time in different operations in your daily life for personal purpose or business purpose.
We still have 10 minutes. So if you have question, please type it.
Also, if you have some expectation for the next session, so feel free to share with us now. As you understand, this is the first time we deliver AI by Drinkizz, but we would like to do that regularly. So the next session, this is in 2 weeks or next week. I don't remember. Next week. So the topic will be the productivity, but this time at the level of an organization, productivity for a company, more broadly than what I presented today. Today I was more in the individual and productivity, let's say. So Vinci, you will be in charge of this presentation, the next session. And after we need some idea for additional session. So I'm sure at Drinkizz we have many use cases to share, and we have many things to use to feed these different AI by Drinkizz session. But if you are interested in a specific domain, now or later, feel free to come back to Vinci and to share that with him, and we will see what we can do. So a question now by Lam Vise. Question: what is ChatGPT for Google? They have a promotion $10 per month. Yes, for ChatGPT 4. Yes, you have many. It's a good question. You have many possibilities now on the market. There is not only OpenAI and ChatGPT. All the mechanisms I share with you about the knowledge management, let's say how to arrange the knowledge, how to use the knowledge, that assistant still remain a good practice, whatever the tool, Facebook with Llama, Google with Gemini, Claude, Anthropic. The point is, I still believe that ChatGPT is the best today because they have pushed these mechanisms of AI assistant creation at the maximum today on the market. They are the best, I think, because they have a Play Store of a long list of GPTs you can reuse. So I think that, by the way, for a newcomer, it's easier, I believe, to start with ChatGPT. So this is my recommendation. But after, it's also good to use our solution. So a remark or a question by Y. For futures session, it will be great if you can share about integration, yes, application, AI tools, yes, into ERP system through API. Good question, and this is maybe one of the points you will explain in the next session, Vinci, because when we are talking about productivity at the level of an organization, we need to connect the assistant with different data sources, with different workflow on ERP and software. And this is part of our no-code approach with different technology to achieve, to implement this integration. So next session, if you can participate, Y and Guyenne, I think we will have some information for you.
Yeah, exactly, yes. So that's why we call it productivity for enterprise. So we will see all of this point, how to connect all of application that the company use with AI. So we will see it during session 2.
Yes. So thank you for your thank you, Greg and Guyenne. And we are happy if you can join us for the next session. By the way, you are all welcome, of course, for the next session, because I forgot to mention that this session is recording, and our idea is to publish the video of this presentation on our social network, in particular in the YouTube channel of Engage Meta community. That is my community working on the AI domain globally on data management. And feel free also to share this information with your contact on your community if you believe this is interesting. We are really in the starting point of this community and type of presentation. And I think we have the force and the willing to sustain several sessions like that over time. But we will be happy, of course, to see that we have an augmentation of our audience. This is a good motivation for us. So if you appreciate this type of format, feel free to share this information with your contact. So we have 5 minutes left. So Vinci, feel free also to use this couple of minutes if you believe that I forget something during my presentation, because sometimes this is difficult to.
No, I just want to share with the participant the news of ChatGPT 4.0. I sent on the chat. So you can use this to see how ChatGPT 4.0 it's greater than another ChatGPT, like the ChatGPT of Google, ChatGPT of Microsoft. So you can use this link to have like the information about ChatGPT 4.0 and also the new feature that are very greater than other ChatGPT 4. So you can use this link and have a look. If you have question, because we are using ChatGPT for OpenAI, so you can come with your question on our next session. So here you can see ChatGPT 4.0. It's the color it's here, so you can see that it's more than another ChatGPT 4. So you can see.
Now, this is interesting in terms of pure, let's say, performance, in terms of volume of data or response time or some stuff or quality of the response. One of the criteria that we cannot see on such analysis, unfortunately, even though this is interesting, and thank you, Vinci, for sharing that, is the ability to create knowledge domains throughout AI assistant. This feature is something that is, for me, a killer feature that we have in ChatGPT and difficult to implement in our solution today. But this is interesting analysis of the performance.
So just to give you the overview of the next session. So for the next session, we will see how to retrieve or get the information from the image. Let's say that I have one image that I cannot see clearly the information. So AI can be a great solution to get the information from this picture. So it means that I cannot read clearly the information from this picture. I can use AI to help me to have the information from this picture. We will also see how to connect ChatGPT with our internal system, like we are using WordPress, a lot of system. So this one we will see during our session. We will also see how to do the data modeling with AI. So which means you need to create your database so you can use AI with your great prompt that Pierre just explained. You can use the prompt to have your data model. And also, we can use AI to build your database no code. So all of this, it's belong to the session 2, which is productivity for enterprise. So I think that next session, it will be more exciting. And the slide deck also will be shared. I just send you my email. So feel free to send me email in order to get the slide.
Nice. Okay, so I believe that time is up. So I would like to thank you all for your participation, and then see you soon during the next AI by Drinkizz session. And thank you, Vinci, for the organization. And I'm excited to listen to you during the next session, Vinci. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you.